In this video, I want to show you how to create pie charts and histogram in QGIS. So to do that, let's go to QGIS. In QGIS, I have this data, which is Gombe State LGAs. If I come to the layer, right-click and open the attribute table, you can see the attribute of this layer. Importantly, in the attribute table, you can see the population, the male population, and the female population in the attribute table. So using this information, we can create pie charts and histogram or bar chart for the data. So if I adjust it, I can click here to select any of the polygon. For each polygon, I have quantitative value for the total population, male population, and female population. So let's see how we can represent this in pie chart or as histogram. So let me close the attribute table and I can deselect. So after preparing your data like this, you can produce the pie chart or histogram. And in order to do that, come to the layer, right click it and click on properties. This will open the property of the layer. So make sure you come to diagram. This is diagram. Come to diagram, and here it's showing no diagram. Click on the drop down and select, for example, let's go for pie chart. Select pie chart. Once you select pie chart, then come to attributes. It is from this attribute we are going to select the field we are going to use to create the pie chart. For instance, we want to use the male and the female population to create the pie chart. So in that case, we select the male and click on add to add it to this assign attributes. Then click on female, that is the field you want to use, and click on this plus sign to move it here. So you can see now we have moved the attributes we want to use to create pie chart. So let me adjust it and bring it to this edge. Yes, click on apply. You can see it here. You can see the pie chart being drawn for each of the polygon. What happens was that the value for each of the attributes, that is male population and female population, was used to draw the pie chart. So another thing you can do is that you can change the color. For instance, if you want to change the color for male, just double click here and select color of your choice. Let's choose red. You can choose any color of your choice. Let's go with this red and click on OK. Then for the female, just double click it as well and choose any color of your choice. Click on OK. Then click on apply to apply it on the diagram. So you can see it has been applied. Similarly, the next thing you can do is that apart from changing the color, let me bring this to this side. You can actually change the appearance. In some version, you may see rendering here. So come to appearance. So you can adjust the transparency of the pie chart. For instance, if I move it, you can change it as dim fit. Then another thing is that you can change the outline color as well. So you can choose any color for the outline, and you can increase the width if you wish to. So if I click on apply, you can see it here. However, the transparency is too much, so let me adjust it. Let's say to 20%. Let me apply. It's still much. Let me move it to 50%. Apply. You can see. So you can adjust the transparency according to your needs. And if the outline of the line is too big, you can reduce it. Apply. You can see it will change accordingly. So if you want to change the color of the outline, by clicking here and change the color as deemed fit, click on OK and apply. So it will change accordingly. So the next thing we can do is size. If I come to size, you can change the size. The fixed size is 15, but let's say we want to change it to 10. For example, I will input 10 and click on apply. You can see it will reduce. And if I want to make it bigger, let's say for example, I want to make it to be 20. I'll put 20 and click on apply. You can see it here. So you can adjust it as deemed fit. But let's take it back to 10 and click on apply. Yes, you can see it here. Then the next thing is placement. If you come to placement, you can choose how you want to place it. If you click on this drop down, you can see different options, either around centroid as it is, or if you want it to be over centroid. If I click on over centroid and apply, you can see. And we have other options as perimeter. If I choose perimeter and click on apply, you can see that it will place it as perimeter. Also, if I want it to be inside polygon, I'll choose inside polygon and click on apply. So you can see the options that are available here and how they look like. But let's leave it inside polygon as it is. So if I close this, now you can see the red is for male population and the blue is for female population. You can see it here. Let's create histogram. So to do that, right click the layer and come to properties. Once again, make sure you are under diagram. Then this time around, we are going to choose this to histogram. Choose histogram and come to attributes. So we are still using the male and female population. Let me bring this here. And if you wish, you can still add the total population. So just click it and add it. And another thing you can do, you can change the color as initially done. Just double click and select the color of your choice. Let's say this and click on OK. Then you can actually move this to the top just like this. And another thing, if I expand this, what we can do is that you can edit the legend. To edit the legend, just double click and then let's say population. Then this one will be female population. So this one will be total population. Yes, so you can actually edit the legend here. Then I can adjust this again and bring it a little bit to this side. Then click on apply. If I click on apply, you will not see anything. In order for us to see the histogram, come to size. When you come to size, come under scale. Now here you have to select the attributes, and one thing to note is that you have to select the attribute with the highest value. So we are selecting the total population because it has the highest value. Then the maximum value in that field called total population, you can click on find to automatically find the highest or maximum value. If I click on it, you can see the highest population in that field is 337,853. So you can see it here. Then if I now click on apply, you can see that it has created bar charts for each of the polygon. Now if you look at this bar chart, you may want to adjust the size. To do that, bring back this table, and then the bar length here is 50. You can adjust it, let's say 40, and click on apply. So you can see the difference. You can see the difference here. The next thing we can do here, we can adjust the bar spacing. Maybe we don't want it to be together like this, and to do that, you are going to go to appearance, come to appearance, and here the bar width, we can adjust it. Likewise, the line width, we can adjust it. So for instance, instead of 5, let's say we want to adjust it to 4 or 3. Click adjust it as dim fit, and then the line width, you can increase it if you wish to, and click on apply. If you do that, you can see that the bar width has been adjusted. So if you want to increase it again, you can increase it, let's say to 8, and click on apply. You can see it here. However, let's leave it at 4 and click on apply, just like this. And the line color, you can change it from being in green to black. To do that, click here and let's change it to black, and click on OK and click on apply. You can see it here. So there are so many things you can do with it. Just play along with it and design your pie chart and your histogram or bar chart as deemed fit. Let me close this page. Another thing you can do, you can label each of the polygon. And to do that, come to the layer, right click, and come to properties. So here, come to labels, and here, instead of no label, choose show label for this layer. And the field we want to use to label, click here, we want to use the name, and then click on apply to see. You can see it here that each of the polygon has been labeled, and you can choose to edit the labeling style. For example, if you come to placement, you can choose around centroid. If you choose it and click on apply, you can see. However, I want it to be offset from centroid. Click here and click on apply. So you can see it. So I've been able to show you how to create bar charts and pie charts in QGIS, and also how to edit each of them in QGIS. Please like this video and subscribe. Thank you for watching.